This segment is sponsored by New Perspective Financial Solutions. If you fail to plan, you should plan to fail, especially in retirement. So here to help us make a plan is Tavon Jackson. Tavon is the founder of New Perspective Financial Solutions, a DC-based firm that focuses on preparing people for a successful retirement. Good to see you again.
Thank you for having me.
All right, why is it important to have a financial plan?
So you have to have a plan for everything. Just like you wouldn't build a house without a blueprint, or you wouldn't drive down to Miami without a navigation system. You have to do the same for your retirement. And a few years ago, we actually saw something where planning was very important. We had a government shutdown. And that government shutdown lasted 34 days, but you would think that it lasted for 10 years because everybody didn't have emergency funds, everybody was panicking, but that's actually retirement. Just imagine if you went 30 years without having a paycheck. That's going to be most of your reality.
Right.
And we only went 34 days and people couldn't handle it. So you have to have a financial plan that's going to tell us exactly the day that you can retire, how much you can spend, and all the things that can go wrong.
There's a lot of emotions when it comes to retirement and lots of things that can happen. So what are some of the challenges when you kind of plan off emotions versus planning off numbers?
Emotions matter, but math matters as well. And you can't just go in one day and say, you know what, I worked 39 years, I'm going to call it quits at 40 years for no reason. You have to have an actual plan that tells you that. Some people don't like their coworkers. Some people have been working remote for most after COVID, but now they're having to go back to the office and they're like, hey, I'm gonna call it quits. So when you make emotional decisions on your money, then what happens is you end up retiring too early, spending way too much. We call it the go-go years, your first 5 years in retirement when you're going to go do everything. And then eventually you run out of money and then have to go back to work when you're in your 80s. And that's the worst thing that can possibly happen.
So you kind of purposely break people's financial plans, right? Why do you do that?
So the first thing we do is we put the plan together.
Right.
And then as the financial advisor, my job is to tell you everything that can possibly go wrong, such as what if taxes go up in the future? What happens if Social Security runs out in 10 years like it's supposed to? What if there's a major market crash? So once we figure out all the what ifs, then what we do is we put a plan around it so that no matter what happens, you're very confident that you can retire comfortably.
So why should people come see you for retirement? I mean, obviously that you get that plan, but why else?
Yeah, it's a complimentary plan, but we have a 5-step process. And the first step is we figure out, where are you today? Maybe you're 50 years old and you want to retire at 65. Then we figure out, where would you like to be? So you want to retire at 65, you want to spend $10,000 a month, you want to buy a house overseas. And then the biggest aspect is, can you get there? Where are you today? Where would you like to be? And can you get there? So the advisor's job is to set realistic expectations on when you can retire, how much you can spend. And if you can't get there, that's my job to put the plan together to show you how you get there and what investments we should use and how do we monitor it on a daily basis.
Okay.
So that's what we do. And I know we have that qualifier on there where you have to have a certain dollar amount, but that's just to prevent a million people from calling us.
Gotcha.
If you actually want a financial plan, call in. We'll set up a consultation and you'll walk out that door feeling very confident that you're able to retire.
And you all are thinking about things that maybe we're not thinking about, or finding those other sources of income. Tavon, thank you so very much. So for you at home, if you want to learn more about retirement, New Perspective Financial Solutions has a great offer. Tavon wants to help protect and continue to grow your money while also helping you create a reliable income stream. So right now, for the first 5 callers with a portfolio of $250,000 or greater, they are offering a complimentary portfolio X-ray and retirement income plan just for you. This will allow the team at New Perspective Financial Solutions to sit down with you personally or schedule a call to make sure you are on the right track for a successful retirement. That number to dial is 240-335-8366. Again, that's 240-335-8366.